Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? All in my system, been the one I'm kissing. One might extensions, that'll look like expeditions on. Man, it's too loud. Hear me in your city, cause when I start spitting too much drive, need some power steering, cruising to a better vision, y'all. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Mama, dirty the roads that I've traveled, but I'm on my way.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Now let's go. 319. 319. Detroit! Detroit!
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they try the right side here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 57. Mike, 57. Here we go. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Blake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Detroit! No, Jack, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Jackson. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And avoids the contact by sliding. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Throwing is Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. So when you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
On second down, Williams. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hole.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
But we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a third down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Set! 3-19!
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And an alley to run. Space to maneuver at the 40. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Jackson on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Jackson certainly giving the Ravens a spark in his rookie year. He's got him on the move with a first down.
Now let's go! Green, 39! Green!
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And Jackson throwing once more. His throw caught at about the 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they can't bring him down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Now let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
No. Check. Patriot.
From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Gun!
And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
All right, now, lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throw left side complete. That's Blake. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Blake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here. Parker unable to get that one, and that'll bring up second down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want 57 to Mike. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Cunningham. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now a handoff running off tackle right. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Fielded at the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Back to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
Now whistles come in before this snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go now.
They'll start by running the option to the right. He finds an opening past the 40. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And an alley to run. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And throw right side complete to Parker. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Flush to his right, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Room past the 20. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore. An even 90 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash.